Jeremiah, like Isaiah, was one of the major prophets of God. He spoke to the people in a time when their hearts were very far from the Lord and the Lord's commandments. They trusted in idols. They trusted in the surrounding nations to come and help them. And God pleaded through the prophet saying, "This is not the way. This is not what I have for you. My hand is strong. I am your God. I am jealous for you and to be the one who leads you." And yet the people often strayed very far away. So how are prophets chosen? In this case, Jeremiah's call is included inside of the book. And right in the beginning, we see Jeremiah is told by God, "You have been appointed as a prophet among the nations." In verse 4 of chapter 1, it says, "The word of the Lord came to me saying, before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. I appointed you as a prophet to the nations." And then Jeremiah responds with what most of us probably would say, which is, "Wait a minute, I don't know if I'm up to this task." He says, "Alas, sovereign Lord, I do not know how to speak. I am too young." But the Lord said to me, to Jeremiah, "Do not say I am too young. You must go to everyone that I send you, and you say whatever I command you. Do not be afraid of them, for I am with you. I will rescue you, declares the Lord." And the Lord reached out his hand and touched my mouth and said to me, "I have put my words in your mouth. See, today I have appointed you as a prophet in the nations." And then God doesn't leave him there. It's like, okay, go figure it out. God actually interacts with Jeremiah and he teaches him how to see. I love that. There's this time of training. When God calls you to something, he's going to equip you for it as well. He's going to be with you and help you to go do the thing that he's called you to do. Chapter 1, verse 11, it says, "The word of the Lord came to me. What do you see, Jeremiah?" "I see a branch of an almond tree," he replied. The Lord said, "You have seen correctly." And then again, just a couple verses later, the Lord says, "What do you see?" "I see a pot that is boiling," I answered. "It is tilting to the north." The Lord says, "Yes, from the north, disaster is going to come." And so he's saying okay, so what do you see? Yes, that's right. And let me tell you why that matters. What do you see? Yes, that's right. Let me tell you why that's going to matter. He didn't just leave him out there going, well, you'll be all right. Just figure it out. He equips him. He trains him how to see. And it's important that Jeremiah knows how to see because he's going to give some very strong messages to the people. These were not feel-good messages. These were not comforting to the people who were doing wicked. They're comforting to God's people, but not for those who were straying far from the Lord and trusting in wrong spots, wrong places for their comfort, for their encouragement, and for their salvation, for their help in their everyday life problems and also any of their heart struggles. That's not going to be found anywhere else from God. And so Jeremiah speaks hard words to the people, but it's important for them to actually know the truth and to know why God is being harsh, hard, and direct with them. And God's complaint is this: you followed worthless idols. The priests are not asking, "Where is the Lord?" The leaders have rebelled against me. The prophets are prophesying, saying it's from Baal. They're committing these two sins. Number one, they've forsaken me as their spring of living water. And number two, they're digging their own cistern. They're trying to make their own way for themselves to be refreshed, to be replenished. And it's not going to work. Yes, it's a strong message. Yes, it's a sobering message, but it's important. God isn't into sugarcoating something. He wants us to know that he is our source, that we can find redemption and reconciliation through him, that he's got us, that he's not going to reject us if we trust in him. He helps us. That promise is all throughout these passages and all throughout the prophets. He wants to be near. He wants to be our source of salvation. Salvation is coming. It's going to be found in the Messiah. It's found in Jesus. And yet, he had to send the prophets time and time again to speak the same message to the people. Because it's true, our hearts are so prone to stray. But he's so good to always reach out to us and call us back.